Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Broke is No Joke podcast, where we help kingdom minded people master their minds and money, learn how to build wealth the kingdom way, and understand the laws and principles of managing money using the kingdom principles. Today, I'm going to be talking to you guys about lessons that I learned from reading The Richest Man in Babylon. And even though you might say, hey, this is a book talking about Babylon, even though it was a place that was a sinful place and a place where the people were not living for God, they, as worldly people, understood how it is to build wealth, to maintain their wealth, and to multiply their wealth. And you all know that I love talking to people about mastering their minds and their money. Because if you don't understand how to use your mindset to program your mind to actually accomplish the goals that you desire or the things that you want, or learn how to control your emotions when it comes onto your money, then you do know that you will be having some difficulties with your finances in the future. So for all of you, if you're just tuning in for the first time, my name is Latoya Jean. I'm the financial freedom coach. My goal and mission is to help people to reprogram their mindset, to understand how money works, and to eradicate the slave mentality and the poverty mentality, and to build kingdom wealth using kingdom principles. So these lessons are something that is going to help you to get off that bus where we are struggling financially and not knowing how to get our lives together in order for our finances. Think about it. When we are able to control our mindset, we're able to control the things that goes on around us, because we have to first work on the things that are on the inside before we can start mastering things on the outside. And if you try to do it the opposite way, then you're going to have a lot of problem. You can't fix things on the external, in your external environment, if you have not fixed yourself. So most of the times, we are big dreamers, we're doers, we want to fix everything on the outside, but have you really worked on those things that are internal? So this is where you learn how to be a master of your mind, your emotions, your feeling, your thinking, so that you can also master money. Think about it today. If you had all the money in the world, what would you do with it? What would you do with the money that you all the money that you wanted, that you desire? And a lot of people might think also, no, I haven't really thought about how much money I want, or having too much money is bad, or for me, if I had more money, I could help more people. I could build schools for people in the poor countries. I could help the orphans. I could help people who are suffering financially now and they need help. I could be a resource to them. So you see, different people have different concepts and different mindsets of what money can do for them. Other people that think that having too much money is bad. Other people think that having more money allows me to do more good. And this is where you get to understand, really, having more money, what would it do for me? So you want to put yourself into that perspective. You want to put yourself into that shoe today and say, if I had more money, what would do that for me? For myself, I know definitely, because I'm a big helper and a big believer in to see people being helped, not just giving them money to say that I'm helping them for today, but you want to also help them to get to that place where they have more than enough money, so that they can use it not only for themselves, but to also build wealth for their children and be able to help those around them, so that we can get them to a place of self-sufficiency, so that they can help themselves, and then that they can help other people. So there's a ripple effect of me having more finances. So we need to begin to train our minds to think differently. And when we do this, when we train our minds to think differently, guess what happens? Your brain will begin to work with a different concept, and then your hands will begin to work. So all you people who have never thought that you had big ideas, that you had multi-million dollars ideas in your head and $1 million ideas in your head, when you begin to reprogram your mind, and this is where we master our mind, we think differently, we feel differently, we begin to act differently. Now we can use our hands to make money. All right, and here's a scripture I wanted to share with you today, and I think it's very powerful before I even dive into the lessons here today. Luke 14, verse 19, and it says, "For which of you intending to build a tower sitteth down first and counteth the cost, whether he have sufficient to finish it? lest happily after he hath laid the foundation, and is not able to finish it, all that behold it begin to mock him, saying, This man began to build and was not able to finish. This is where we talk about financial planning. Even in the Bible, and we talk about kingdom wealth principles and laws from the Bible. These are what I get from the Bible. These are my own understanding from the Bible and what the Holy Spirit has revealed to me. So if any of us decide that we want to build something, that we want to have something, we must first put it to paper, put it into writing, so that we will create a plan to make sure that when we start this thing that we desire, whether it be a business, whether it be I want to get married, I want to see if I have all the money to cover the expenses of this marriage, whether I want to send my children to school, do I have enough money to cover the expenses for university, whether I want to build my house, whatever it is, you must first sit down and count the costs. What will it cost me to move this thing ahead? And this starts with your financial planning. I know many, many people do not have a financial plan. Some people who have spoken to as a financial coach and consultant, they will tell you that their financial plans are in their head. But let me tell you, Habakkuk 2 verse 2, write the vision, make it plain. God wants to have something to work with you as you are trying to manifest it into the world. What are you giving God to work with? Your plans must not only be in your head, but you must write it, make it visible, that you yourself, when you go back and read it and see it, then you will know that, hey, this is what I want to do, this is what I need to do, and then you will work on your plans. So begin to write your plans down, make them visible, so that when you begin to work and something happen, that no one will have the opportunity or time to laugh at you, because you are someone who is financially prepared for what is to come. 15 lessons that I've learned from reading The Richest Man in Babylon. Number one, wealth is a desire first. For everyone who have built any form of wealth, they first had to have a mental desire, a mental picture of what wealth is to them. And wealth can be anything to anybody. What wealth is to them, and it was first a desire before it manifested. Number two, you must have income from more than one source to build lasting wealth. The job alone that you have will not help you to build wealth in proportion to what you want. So for instance, if you have a 9 to 5 job, and it is that you're earning a certain amount of money, and you can actually build your wealth portfolio from that, that is good. But if you want to build your wealth to a certain proportion and something that's lasting, then you will need more than one source of income. Number three, 10% of what you earn belongs to you. Yes, 10% of everything that you earn belongs to you. Make sure as soon as that pay check drops in that account, you are taking out that 10%. If it's 3,000, 10% of 3,300, put it aside in a savings account for yourself. If you're a business owner, whatever income, as soon as it gets in to your payment account, 10% of that is yours. Put it aside. That will help you to begin to build your savings cushion, your opportunity fund. We call it opportunity fund. Some people, we mentioned in the earlier video that you can use it for your emergency fund, but this is my opportunity fund. Therefore, I'm learning to save, so I can leverage this money in investment in the future. Number four, your money must be making money to make more money to multiply your wealth faster. This one I love. I believe that my money is like an impregnated woman. Each time it gives birth, it must give birth again. It must give birth again. So all the money that I'm making will make more money for me, so that I can multiply my wealth faster. Number five, advice is free, but watch who you take advice from. If people have no proof of what they speak, and they have no proof when it comes down to working with money and finances, be mindful. Don't hold on to their word. Number six, build build wealth build with wealthy assets before you decide to eat the children of your savings. This is where you allow your assets to buy your assets, invest in assets, and allow them to multiply and give you money. Allow the money to work for you. Don't eat the money and invest what you have after. So build wealth assets before you decide to eat the children of your savings. Number 7, learn to live in less unless even when you're making more. That's a number 7. When you come to 7, we're talking about completion of things. And look at this being at number 7. Learn to live unless even you're making more. So this is something that I've seen a lot of people have done, and it has also been my experience. I'm talking about my personal experience too. I begin to make more money. Hey, I have more money to spend. I begin to spend more money. Now, when you look at it, you're going up in a higher you're building up more debt. So now you're using more of the money that you have. But if you were smart with that money, you could have used that money to put in more investment tool. All right. Lesson learned. So we're going to learn to live on less, even we're making more, until we have built up all those asset, those tools. Then we allow we'll eat from the fruits. Correct. Number 8, ensure your income for the future. And this is where we're talking about your retirement plan, your retirement fund, your life insurance, especially if you have children, guys. Especially if you have children, you will need life insurance. I have an experience where I spoke to someone one time, and the person said to me, "Oh, I don't think I need life insurance. I already have one house, whatever it is that's left. When I die, my family can sell it and then go ahead and cover their expenses." So I say you have to think about it. Think about your family in the long term. Not only are you thinking about just giving them the house, but if you were to leave this earth, before the time, or even when your time has come, you want to make sure that it's like you're still there and you're helping to um support your family's lifestyle. So don't think about the fact that I'm going to buy this expensive life insurance and people are going to live off my wealth. Remember, you're thinking about your family. That is the reason why you have a family. So you want to also always ensure that you are thinking about them. If anything should happen, I want to make sure that I am my that it is like my support is still there, funding or helping their lifestyle. Okay. Number 9, budget your expenses. Control your spending. This is one of the number key reasons why a lot of people are broke, why a lot of people are living paycheck to paycheck, why lot of people are not able to manage their finances because they do not control their spending. So your budget, when you hear about budget, oh my gosh, I have to go write down this thing, is going to be tight for me. You have to control your spending. If you do not know what is coming out or what is coming in, then you're literally living off just guesses, right? Your budget will show you your money leaks. It will stop money from going out that is unexpected spending. So you do need to pay attention to that. All the unnecessary things that are not important, and it will also help to reduce your gratification. Because sometimes we don't need the things that we buy, but we just buy them because we have the money. So let us be mindful of those things. And then your budget will also help you to pay for your necessities without the burden. This is in my budget. I know it's already budgeted for. If anything comes out, I already have my additional, opportunity fund. Maybe I can buy it from that without stress. We must learn how to spend money without feeling guilty. This is us releasing the slave mentality. And this is where we learn to become masters of our mind and then our money. Number 10, you need consistent income, whether you work, travel, or become ill. So, again, if it is that you are a 9 to 5 worker, you are a business owner, it doesn't matter. You have to set your business up in a way where even if you're not in that business is still working for you. You're still making money, whether you're in it or not, whether you become sick, whether you become travel, your accounts are still ching, 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 because you need money to cover the bills. All right. Number 11, only invest in things that you are aware of. This is what I tell my mentees all the time. It don't matter what people try to sell you online. It doesn't matter what people show you their bottom line. This is what we're making. This is what I'm getting right now. And you believe that you need this thing. Let me tell you, if you do not understand Go do your own research. Do your own due diligence. Does this make sense? Will this make sense for me? Do I have any knowledge and wisdom? And the Bible itself talks about a lot of wisdom when it comes onto your finances and your business. And we'll go into that another day. But you want to ensure that you are aware of whatever it is that you're investing in. Therefore, if you lose your money, you can say, okay, I know the risk. I took the risk. No, that's within my risk tolerance. All right. Number 12, do not lend money to family, friends, or anyone unless you know their reputation to pay. Let me repeat number 12. Don't lend money to family, to friends, or anyone unless you know their reputation to pay. I repeat this because there are so many people who are quick to borrow money from you. And the one time you lend that money, you were good before. But this says money sometimes is the that thing that breaks up friendship. They will borrow the money, but when it's time to pay the money back, they have all the excuse in the world. Things didn't go right. They become sick. Somebody dies. Something happened, and they don't remember when they came to borrow that money. They came with a willing heart. Hey, listen, I'm in this situation, I'm in this predicament, I need your help, can you please help me? You go out of your way. Sometimes I know some of you have the last money in your pocket, and you have taken this money to lend this person, and when they get the money, it's like it's all good and done. I don't want to see you anymore. They search, you're coming on the straight, they take the left or they take the right just to avoid you and avoid paying you back. So if you know they don't have a good reputation, don't lend them your money. Period. Number 13, you must own your home that you live in. And this is very, very important. Never be afraid of home ownership. I've seen this where I've been working with people in the business. We when it comes to tax time and they come and I'm asking, these are my clients, they know I want them to win. And I say, hey, what are your plans for your taxes this year? You want to empower people to believe in themselves and to believe in their goals. And they will tell you, hey, I'm thinking that I want to buy a house, but I don't think I can afford it. Never tell your brain that you cannot afford something. The fact that you tell your brain that you can't, your brain will go to work to believe, to embody that belief. So we have to change what we say and what we believe by what we are thinking. So, yes, you can afford it. Your dollars might not line up right now to the amount you want for your down payment, to your closing costs, but we mentioned before the planning. Make sure you have a plan first. What do I need to do to get on the road of home ownership? Do I need to first work on my credit because it's not so good right now? I need to probably work on getting my credit restored. Bad credit happens to good people. And then I need to find out how much money or how much amount of house can I buy. Work with your budget. Here's your budget again. What can I afford? Be realistic. Don't try to go too big and then you find yourself scrubbing, asking people to lend you money to pay for your house. It obviously means that you can't afford it as yet. So you need to work on your plan. And what do I need to do? What do I need to do to start working on this goal of becoming a homeowner? What do I need to get in place? How much money would I need? But never, ever, ever tell yourself that you are not qualified to be a homeowner. That's a lie. I've seen too many people with good credit, maybe not having the down payment. There are so many down payment assistance available, especially if you're in the US, to help you to buy a house. So if it is that you don't understand, get somebody who understands, get somebody who really wants to see you step into your first home, not just to sell you something because they want to make a dollar, but they want to see you really truly winning and saying, this is mine, I own this, there's a loan in my name for this, something. Because real estate is an investment that you can never lose from. And the one thing about real estate is that you can always hand it down to your children. All right. And this is us as kingdom believers. We are building transgenerational wealth, things that we can pass on to our children so that they too can keep that foundation and continue to build wealth on it. Number 14, let your desires be simple and definite. Wanting to be rich is too obscured. You can't just come and say, oh, I want to be rich. Tell me, baby, how rich? What's the dollar amount that you want? How much money do you desire to be rich? Right? What is riches to you? Maybe someone just wants to have a 200,000 income per year. Maybe you want a million. Maybe you want a billion. Just find something that is tangible, a definitely number that can be achieved. Not just thinking I want to be rich. We can't just talk it. We have to make sure again we write it. How much do I need to feel wealthy or rich? Or how much do I need to live off right now? And the last one, number 15, learn to take advice. This is very, very important from people who are competent and have shared experiences. So if you want to be someone, if you want to become that person who understands how money work, who want to work on building their wealth portfolio, who wants to get better with their money management, make sure you're taking advice from someone who is competent and have shared experiences. I do this for my clients every day. I'm now doing this for the world to help people to become better masters of their mind and their money, because I know what it is like to be broke, to be defeated in my finances, to have my negative bank accounts, not knowing what to do. But then I said one day to myself, Lord, you did not send me here to live a defeated life. You did not send me here to live a broke life. Help me to fix it. And I just heard, write the vision, write out all of my negative bank accounts, write out all my credit cards, and within a year, I was able to become debt free. And there's another story behind it, because sometimes people show you the pretty things, but behind you becoming debt free at one point, you will also get to a point where you are even below more debt, right? But then you have to keep on telling yourself that I am wealthy, right? That I am created to live an abundant life. And then you can use your goals and your dreams to work your way to having financial success and financial freedom. It's not easy. It's never easy. But I just want to empower other people to believe in themselves and knowing that you can do it too. You can do it too. Learn from someone who has real experience, not a theory based thing like people just come on and say, hey, you can do this and have money real quick. The real quick and shiny object syndrome will get a lot of you, and you're going to lose a lot of time and money and energy buying into those things. So that this is a very, very important one for you. You learn better from a man's mistake. It's over there, back and over again in the richest man in Babylon. These people learn from others' mistakes, and that's why they go to people to become their for them to mentor them, because they have had experiences from lack to building wealth, and then they are sharing this with us. So here I've gone through 15 lessons that I have learned from reading The Richest Man in Babylon. And as Christians, I'm going to say this clear, and I say this all the time. If people in the world can understand how it is to build wealth, to understand the laws and principles of money and finances, why is it that Christians, a lot of Christians, are broke and living disempowered, right? We have to get to that place where we know the word, that we understand not only what God is saying about our spiritual man, but also what we are experiencing here in the physical world. God sent you here on earth to live an abundant life, to enjoy your life. You can't wait until you get to heaven, because you should be living a life that is exciting, that's happy, that's stress free, and that one that your children can see and want to embody as well. And then they can share it to other people. Then the next generation can understand that, hey, God sent us here to worship him, to live a good life, a happy life, a abundant life, a blessed life, so that we don't have to walk around worrying where are we going to get the next money to pay our bills. When is this next paycheck going to hit so I can clear to do this, knowing that we can buy assets, we can build our wealth, and we can be financially successful here. So my question to you today, before I close this episode today, what does it mean to be financially empowered? Because I want you to become financially empowered. What does it mean to become financially empowered? This is a question that I don't think they ask a lot in today's society, but it's a question that's very important. Because for me, when I believe that when people are financially empowered, that they are in charge of their financial well-being. They know how to think, they know how to act. They do not allow a loss or even any simple thing to get to them. They believe that, hey, listen, my financial situation may be this right now, but I know that there's hope, it can be changed. Everything in our life, no matter what we are going through, whether it be your personal, your professional, your physical, your mental, your emotional, and we go to the financial situation, can be changed. And that is why I am empowered to teach the next generation about financial literacy and education, because I know that if the youth especially get these messages and understand how to make money work for them, that they will become better, an informed consumer, better with their money, better money managers, better than how we were, better than the our forefathers, those who weren't taught about money, those who don't understand the laws and principles of money. So if you know how to be an empowered financial person, then you will be making better financial decisions. And thank you so much for joining, for tuning in. Please like and follow, share this message, because the world needs these messages, right? We're going to help each other to become master of our mind and money. Financially empowered people, that's who we're going to be. Set plans, make money goals, crush them, and win in life when it comes on to our money. All right? Be blessed.